welcome to Creative Club. Today we're making juggling balls, or some people call them stress balls because you can give them a good squeeze, but they're very simple to make. So I'm just going to show you in person today so I can give you a few tips just to make it even easier. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to choose 3 colours. I might change colours this time. Okay, so I'll start with yellow again. First step is cut off the long neck of the balloon, all of it. If you leave any of that narrow bit, you won't be able to open it up for the rice. So it's quite a lot, isn't it? Chop it right down to the round bit, so you've only got this round bit left. If the balloons are a bit bigger, you'll get a nice bigger ball. I'll tell you for this size how much rice to use. You might have to adjust it a little bit. Okay, so make sure you can get both of your thumbs in there. That's good. And then I've got a piece of plastic wrap here. Now, I learned the hard way that it's very easy to put your thumbs right through it if you have to push hard. So I would suggest maybe folding it in half and then getting about 1/4 cup. I'm going to go a tiny bit less this time because it was quite hard to get into the balloon. So there we go. Just under 1/4 cup of rice, and tip that carefully into the middle, and then just pick up the corners and give it a twist. It doesn't have to be any fancy knot or anything because that is going to get pushed in first and it'll be jammed in tight. And that's exactly what we do now. This is the clue to doing it easily. Do you know I used to pour these in with a funnel, and boy, that was much harder. So you need to kind of get your fingers in this time, like 2 fingers on each side, and put it around the top of that packet of rice where the twist is, and then pull, pull, pull until your thumbs have pushed. It's very tight. It's like getting your head into a swimming cap, isn't it? And keep pulling the edges down. Now you can see it's still a bit bulgy there, but that's okay. Balloons are stretchy. Just pick up the edge with your fingers and give it a pull, and keep doing that, and you'll find you'll end up with a very small opening. Look at that. So then you get your next colour. I think I'll go pink. And again, very same process as far as cutting off the whole of the neck. But we're going to do something a little extra now. I do like yellow, so I'd like to see a bit of it showing through. Now, yellow was my first colour on this one, and there's a tiny bit showing through. So what you do is fold your balloon in half, not where the hole is, the other side. Now the clue to this is not cutting much off. So fold it in half, and see how there's a little point there? Cut the very tip of it off, just a couple of millimeters. Turn around and do the same. Keep it small because they stretch, remember. Same process, but this time make sure that little hole where the rice is showing goes in first so that it's covered by your second balloon. So look for the big hole where you cut the top off and do the same thing. Thumbs in, 2 fingers, and then you're going to have to hold that, pull it over the ricey bit that you can see so that it's hidden and safe. And you see how big that tiny snip turned into quite a big hole. And do the same wriggle at the top where the big hole was, just so you can close it over a little bit. And that gives me 3 yellow balls. And that was the first one where I cut the end of the balloon off. And those 2 with the snips. Okay, one more colour. I suppose you could keep going, but then you wouldn't see the ones underneath. You could stop there. Honestly, it looks really quite lovely. But I'm just going to show you can add another one quite easily. So cut off the top again. And cut the holes in the sides. I'm making it a tiny bit bigger this time so we can see the others. But again, no more than 1/2 centimetre. Look for your main hole where you cut it open the first time. Thumbs in, 2 fingers over the balloon, and honestly it probably doesn't matter where we go this time. Just stretch it over. Oops, that is a big hole. Didn't mean to do that. We're not so worried about this one because it's more decorative. It doesn't hold in stuff as much. Just stretch it out so it's not as likely to break on the holes. I seem to have made that one pretty stretchy. I don't quite want to do with that. Oh, there it is. Ah, all's well. And look, I can see yellow, I can see pink, and I've got my favourite colour outside, a bit of purple. And that's it. Now all I need to do is learn to juggle, which I can't do yet. So maybe we'll do that next time. Okay, bye.